Are you thinking about purchasing a home or building an off-grid cabin out in the mountains? Well, if so, there's a few things you need to consider. Let's consider the weather first off. If it's not serviced by a public road, you could get snowed in or snowed out and not have access. You might also want to consider the dangerous animals that can be lurking about in the mountains. Right now, I'm following a deer trail, and you can see beautiful deer and elk all over this property. But there's also some dangerous animals out there too, like bears, coyotes, and even mountain lions. That is a big mountain lion footprint. Definitely take into consideration the fire danger. There are maps online that you can look up and see where all the high fire dangers are. And you might want to consider avoiding those areas, especially if you need to get insurance. With today's insurance companies tightening down and having so many restrictions on what they will insure, I would definitely check on the fire danger hazard in that area. Most areas are not as lucky as this one to have an actual fire hydrant right here close by. Also, utilities is another thing to consider. Are you going to have power? Are you going to have water? You're for sure going to be on a septic system. But if you don't have power and water, you're going to be off grid. And there's a lot of things to consider when you're thinking about going off grid. Lastly, let's talk about how mountains got here in the first place. Mountains are usually formed by plate tectonics, so fault lines, and also volcanic activity. Right now, I'm standing right on top of a major fault. I don't know about you, but I don't want my house built right on a fault. It's probably going to move. For those of you who already live in the mountains, let me know if there's anything I forgot to mention. One thing I can promise is you will have some beautiful views and scenery and some awesome animals to look at, and that peace of mind and serenity that you're looking for out in the woods.